WindyCityUnderground.com. Your music, your station.
The transition. Well, I heard you sing this song, right? Yes, you heard this. It's like sexual touching the feeling, boy, your whole vibe. You make me feel like in the open, don't kill Caesar. And it's killing me when you leave me. One thing for sure, you got it all. Be your pirate, riding like Bunny and Clyde. We shut the whole city down. It's giving loyalty, baby. You come for me when no one is around. You're one in a million. Them other niggas just typical. You all the key to my heart. Fuck it up. What's love? You make me feel like nigga. Don't kill Caesar. And it's killing me when you leave me. You gotta make me feel like Amazing belly ride. That sounds Jamaican. Hey, 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 hey. Y'all, I told you this. That's all we do is be cool. But when he's serious, people don't like it. People don't like it when he's serious. You're a good person. Right. Most of all, we don't be loving ourselves. I don't know, this time I'm like the whole TikTok, they might be like, I think go. No, it's not. Yeah. There you go. And you gotta be like, I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna dance a little. To see if I can get you as my partner. Hey, I mean, I used to do choreography. I think I still do. Listen, I'll tell you how to do stuff. I'm sure once I ain't doing it. Yeah, right. Okay. Oh, time. Oh. Chicago. It's I finally did one. And you walked into the Windy City Underground. I finally did one. The streets talk, the beats walk. I finally did one. From the to the streets, indie artists, underground legends. Yeah, we got them all. Authentic vibes. Keep our live sessions on Facebook. Are we coming in? And live with the latest tracks. Oh, we might so hit that follow button like your life is, you know. We got exclusive music. You probably got like 3. I got like 3. Windy City Underground Radio, where the streets speak, the beats bang, and the hustle is real. Follow us on Facebook at Windy City Underground. Hold on, I can't enter this. I'm gonna see. Oh, Zyjan, they want to play. Hold on, y'all. We coming back. Look my song. I'm finna see what my track got. Wait, talking to it. Testing. Say something else. Testing. There you go. Okay. Your turn. I am say something. Short. short. This ain't gonna work. What is it? Oh yeah.
It's three. It's three.
It's three. It's three. I'm about to make sure I need to tighten this shirt. I'm feeling good today. Oh, this one, my friend. I ain't this. You are cute. And at this point, like, I think about it. That's nice. So I had a chip. Big shop yesterday. And then like my hair started getting mad and started and you'll just really see it. Except like I have my ears. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about this. Like, this year. It was on the ear. You can hear it. They were.
We are on, y'all. What's up? What's up?
I'm sorry, you know me before.
Hey y'all, how y'all feeling out there?
What's good? What's good? How you feel?
Girl, I'm feeling blessed and highly favored.
See, look at you. I usually say that. I gotta find something else to say.
Oh, you be saying that?
Yeah, I can say like I'm blessed and highly favored.
That's my signal.
Oh, wait. I'm blessed and never stressed.
Okay, I like that. But y'all, it's your boy Joe Mirage from the Joe Show.
Woo! Yeah, buddy.
Y'all give it up for my co-host, Go. What's your name, boo?
Ashanti Starlight, he can't get rid of me, so more or less, I always ask to come back because it's just a mood. The Joe Show is just a mood. So what are you doing if you're not on the Joe Show? Honestly,
hello.
That's true.
And y'all, I want to thank my special guest for coming.
Okay, y'all coming up there with a fine self. Come on now, you're so humble.
Y'all, look.
Thank you for having me, Joe. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for coming. But so for the ones that don't know who you are, can you please let them know?
Okay, so my name is Monique, also known as Monique the singer. I'm R&B, pop, slight, a little inspirational as well. I do a few different genres. I'm new to the professional side of doing music, but I've been singing since a little girl in church. I came up in church. Hallelujah. I won't tell my age. A lady never tells her age.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I grew up on the west side of Chicago. West side?
290.
Like 290. 290. My neighborhood, I grew up in Holy City. Oh, we call it. Hey. 16th Street stand up. Yeah. That's not it. Okay, so first you're a Libra, now you my neighbor. What's good? I am a Libra. Out this beautiful. Oh my Libra goodness. As well, and I can feel her energy. So yeah, sorry, we could act. We're gonna act. I'm sorry. When two Libras get together, it's a. It is what it is. Yeah, Joe, thank you for having me.
problem. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So I got a couple questions for you, boo.
Let's
So
go.
can you let me know, like, where I met you at? Ain't gonna lie, that was I actually enjoyed your performance. Everybody that was at the event, shout out to Mello, that's who invited me. And can you tell me, like, so how is it, like, progressing, like, with doing your music?
When I first came out, being honest, like I didn't know what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. I just knew I've been supposed to do this. And when I was 13, I forgot to mention that I was like recording, but it didn't go too far because like around 15 years old, I started wanting to do some other things, wasn't paying attention to what I love doing. And being honest, like my parents say you like to sing, but I was like the only person that was really like focusing on my career. I had friends that you like to sing. But long story short, I've been growing, and as an independent artist, it's been very challenging because you meet good people, then you meet bad people. So I think it's all for the purpose, for me to know exactly which route I'm taking. I do believe in Jesus Christ,
Amen.
my Lord and Savior.
Hallelujah.
But I think it's very interesting to evolve in, becoming who I'm becoming as Monique.
You doing?
Yeah, so basically, I'm just growing. This is really like it's just progress, and I'm just learning who I am, who I'm becoming, like for real. At first, it was frustrating, but it's becoming. I'm understanding the purpose now. At first, when you first start, I'm like, I can't wait. I know I'm gonna be doing this, but when you doing it, it ain't what you all expected to be. You really got to take some hits, So.
Yeah.
You know what? And it's actually true. Because even coming from like a content creator perspective, like like you said, you do take some hits. Because you be like, I want to do this, I want to do that. Yeah. But sometimes like it be like some stuff be like lacking. Yeah. Right. So how is that when you want to do something and like something like just
trying to defeat you? Like I said, I believe in God. Really, like if I don't pray every day, I'm not me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I have to literally have to pray, take some time for myself. Excuse me. I have to take some time for myself because I know how I'm very high energy. I wake up high energy. I don't need coffee, caffeine, none of that. So I have to check myself first before I start that day because I know the devil got some stuff planned for me on that day.
The devil's already mad at you.
You know what I'm saying? I start off with meditation and prayer every day. Every day. Because if I don't, I can tell that I did.
Pray the stress and anxiety away. That's what
I mean, I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like it's really like a good thing when you do. Because, it's like, like you just run into, like, just like sometimes like a brick wall. And some people, they don't be wanting to be teared down. But shout out to when you do tear it down, when you do make your way and you able to, go here to there,
it makes you feel like you passed one hurdle. Now you can do it. It gives you like a reassurance, right?
Yep.
Like, I did that.
It's that reassurance or an affirmation that was supposed to happen.
You're right. You're right. Affirmation, yeah, definitely.
That's true.
I agree. Yep.
Hey, look, I just follow my Holy Spirit with the words.
You just preach.
So can you tell me about the first single that you dropped as a professional artist?
It's called Sounds of Love. It's on all music platforms. You can go find it everywhere. Apple Music. It even come with a music video.
I'm a fan of it.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Listen.
Every time I play that song, it just reminds me of, like you said, when you pass something.
Yes.
Like, I'm just still grateful to this day. It came out like 2 years ago when it first came out. Well,
wait,
like a year ago, a year and a half ago.
You know something? Like that.
It's been out for a while.
That song is so timeless. That song's like it's just a year ago.
Yeah,
you know how some you get like some songs, some artists they just have songs that just will play forever. That's it. That's one of those songs. That's I'm low-key kind of shocked that it's only been a year.
Because you do have those songs that like that'll come and they have like their grace period. Nobody play it.
Yeah. I'm gonna shout that song to the end of me because I feel like as an independent artist, you don't have like a really team yet, or you don't have a team backing, so you have to make sure people hear that. Me and my husband, we've been pushing that song.
Wait. That's up. You and your husband.
Yes, I am.
Not boyfriend.
Shout out to him.
Not fiance.
Shout out to one.
Yes, been done.
I am married.
Come on.
I am married, and we are the street team. Like for
Yeah.
real, we Sounds of Love is literally at 93K right now. It's been out since last year, or the
Yes.
beginning of last year, and it's at 93K. It's doing real good. I think every time I put a song out, you gotta have a video because you gotta give them that vision of what they, you know, what I'm saying, what you was thinking about when you did the song, what you was
The
you know.
visuals.
And also shout out to the co-writers of that song because I am not the only writer on that song. Sounds of Love came from me, Zay Trail. Zay Trail is an R&B artist, but he's like a soul artist in R&B as well. Check his music out. Got some dope music. His mom named T-Bay. She used to be with Death Row. She actually was about to be signed to Death Row. Yeah, so she's a legend in the game from Chicago, and we co-wrote the song together. So they asked me what I was trying to go for, and I was like, I want to talk about now. You know, at that moment, I was like, I just want to talk about my love. You know, and it was like, let's go. And we started writing to it.
So how
we thought
is
about Aaliyah and we wrote that song.
so how is your like creative writing?
As of now, being authentic about it, I'm like a B. If I graded myself,
Oh, you just graded yourself?
yeah, I got to because I'm a perfectionist. Sometimes
See, that's not
but because I feel like I can do all things, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, I'm gonna be honest with myself when I'm at. When I first started, I was just a singer, but when I started working with other artists, I'm like, okay, I can do that too, you know. And my little brother, he's cold, right? So, but I just like I want to do that. And then so I was like, how do you write? How do you write? How do you feel? And I just started practicing it, and it just started to come to me down with this. So, yeah,
she grades herself a B.
I bet you do look right.
Well, see, okay, so with me, I have like, you know, when I was younger, I wrote like plays. You know how Tyler Perry first came in, right?
You wrote plays?
Yeah, I wrote plays because we performed them at school in Milwaukee.
Oh my God.
At Barack Obama. That was the name of the school, Obama.
Somebody be so. Why are you looking at me?
I wrote some plays. Actually, I wrote a play like 2 or 3 years ago, and the kids and boys and girls club performed it. Then I went from plays to actually writing music, but the music just sit there. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't gonna ever come out.
That's a gift.
So you just sit on these talents and what are you doing?
Because I'm like a playwriting production takes too much. It's too much. You know, like I feel like y'all got to in this world. A lot of people do not give you a chance anymore. The only way that they look your way is if you have somebody big enough in your corner. But like now, like me, I say, oh, I don't need it because I'm Joe Mirage. But then in a sense of a way, it's like paperwork. Right. So when you don't have like the actual paperwork to back you up, when you know you're saying this and that, nobody is gonna give you a chance.
You know what? I'm sorry to shine you down with that. We gotta kick that door in. We don't care, Joe. We don't care about who don't give us a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I swear to you, that's why I pray for all these people. If I walk out that door, I'm gonna walk out that door feeling fearful.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I don't think I can do that. You don't need nobody because God gonna open the doors for you.
False evidence appearing real. That's what fear is.
That's what it is. And Joe, you got this. Like,
thank you.
If you can do all of that, man, you dope. You may be the next Tyler Perry. You don't even know it.
Look,
no, that's your Mirage.
Look,
original. Okay.
I know that's right.
Man, look,
y'all. I'm telling y'all, I wanted to do like I ain't like I have a lot of stuff still in my sleeve. So remember I was telling you that I was thinking about moving back home.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I think in the next couple months it may be like over for me, like just here. And I would say that basically I still have a lot of stuff on my sleeve. So it's like even if I did leave, I would still come back and do it. But then it's like, dang, why would I go spend all that money, going back home, get an apartment and all that, and then like I could have found some up here. But I ain't gonna lie, these people up here, they get on my nerves. I'm sorry.
This is
I'm for real.
It's rough. It's rough. It depends on which side. What was that? It was like we live rough. Yes. Look, it depends on which side, who, what type of Chicago, because there's different types of Chicagoans in this city. Especially in the creative scene. You know what? So I've been thinking about this for like a week. So I just came back from Florida. I went there last week, and
How was it?
I miss it. It was definitely the 72 hours I purposely needed just to get refueled. 'Cause I left Chicago so empty.
Mm.
And when you go anywhere empty,
I just been doing something like that.
yeah. So it's like when you go anywhere empty, you're already like, you look for something to refill you.
Yeah.
And you get tests sometimes, not even sometimes, but when it comes to Chicago or with the crave scene, ain't no refillment here. You have to actually legit leave to go somewhere to feel refill to bring it back, to come back just as powerful. And I was thinking about this specific thing. Oh, what was it? It was so good. Oh my god. And it was like it relates to everything that happens here in Chicago. Because last week, I think last week, the week before that, we spoke about entitlement, right?
Yeah, we did. We talked about entitlement,
Oh, what was it?
gatekeeping, entitlement. What else we talked about?
Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good. It's a. I'm not gonna say it's an issue, but it's something that we all deal with when it comes to, especially the creative scene. That's really just something that's good.
What
So,
was it?
somebody might pick it up. I'll let the Holy Spirit kind of just figure this
I
out.
know one thing that most people do deal with, not even like just the gatekeeping. I think a lot of people just like like in a way because
Yeah.
like I mean if you start off with somebody, right, or let's say somebody was ahead of you and they helped you get started, and then like and you forever giving them flowers, you being grateful, like you like, hey, I thank you for bringing me, hey, I thank you for helping me out, I want to bring you on my platform so I can give you my flowers. But it's like when they still see you just up, it's like then everything. Remember, I was telling you, like, how they try to build their own brick wall to like stop. I think there's one thing that a lot of us do deal with, and that's why I can't be artists. Because look,
Talk about it.
Wait, pause.
Talk about it.
You are an artist.
I'm an artist.
You're a creator.
Yes, I'm a creator. I'm most definitely a creator, but I'm saying like when I see like a lot of them just like I'm telling you, I done met a lot of artists since I've been here. Like I would say the one it's a pros and cons like for me for Chicago, right? You know how I feel like, dang, if I would have been in Mississippi, I wouldn't have learned like this, that I wouldn't have went through this, that, and the third. But it's like I done met a lot of artists and hearing all their stories, I'd be like, I wonder who is the big like Nikki said, the big giants and machines. Like I'm wondering who they really are like in Chicago. Because there should be no reason why it should take all this for you to get your song here, there, and the third. And then another thing I don't like is the money. Oh, you telling me that you only averaging 2 to 3K views? Mind you, I ain't like some artists they got big platforms to me. That's why I don't charge. Like I'm never charge. You know what I'm saying? And like we try to get on bigger platforms, right? Yeah. And they want to like, okay, give me 250, give me 550. Give me 800, give me 1,000, and it's like, what am I? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the one thing. Like, have you been through that?
Oh my God! Let me say this the best way I can say it without being fake about it. Without being authentic, without being fake about it. I will just, I just try to balance. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, touch no, step on my toes.
Facts.
I do feel like it's okay to invest in your career, but let me know what I'm giving you this for. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to tell me, well, it's gonna go this far, or you say it go this far, and it don't go that far. I need to know. And now I'm getting to the point where I'm learning. I need stuff on paper.
Yes.
Because since I know this is a business and everybody handle it like a business, let me act like I handle my life like a business because I am a business. I'm a brand. So therefore, I don't think that everything should be, you got to pay for this, I don't think so. Because I feel like if you for the city, be for the city.
Yeah.
Show the city love, authentically put us on. But it's okay to pay for something.
Yeah.
I finally figured out what I was going to talk about.
I knew it. I said, we talking about
see, it's not Libra-ness. It just comes right. You
I knew it was going to come back to
you got me. So, this is something that I was thinking about while I was in Florida, and this is something that I think all creatives, artists, especially because I mean, I'm not gonna age myself, but I'm a '90s child. Okay, so here's the thing: we have been growing up in an era where back then people used to communicate. There was no social media, no phones, no nothing. Then all of a sudden Google comes out. Then all of a sudden the iPhone comes out. People still don't know how to use those. We're learning as we're getting older. Doesn't even know how those things work. Now, switch back to people. I was just talking to my mom about this. It's all coming back now. So it's something. What I'm trying to get at is how this new generation likes to take over different things, like jobs,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
But they lack the most important things of being a human, like communication, connection, and most importantly, originality.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, and this is something that I was thinking about Lost before because you go to I went to Orlando, Miami, West Palm Beach, downtown, all that stuff, and it's first off, it's hot, okay? Like I mean, the sun's hot, yes, but the music scene, it was lit, and because it's like there's always support where which way that looks like for people. The thing was, it was stuff like. And no offense to Chicago, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with how your creative process is.
Yeah.
But everyone recycles everyone's material, and that doesn't make you human. That makes you basic and lazy.
I've been saying it for a while.
And artists, I'm not saying I'm sorry to get canceled, but
I'll get them. They don't got no power.
It's okay for y'all to be resourceful.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine. Just understand the lack of originality doesn't make you an artist. It makes you lazy.
I think it also, I've been told, like I said, I've been through some stuff where people was like, well, you got to do it this way. I've worked with people, and the way I did it wasn't, and then don't let them get charged. It was like, now we do it that way. And I'm like, what? I'm the artist. Let me tell you something. Other than they lazy, I feel that everybody wants to fit in. And it comes, and then that's what social media come in because everybody's watching social media, competing and comparing, and then they end up joining what they don't like, or they claim they don't like.
And guess what?
So
being an artist, being a creative, you forget you're supposed to be different.
Yes,
you forget the whole point of what makes you
forget who you are.
That's crazy that y'all speaking on this. And I literally just watched somebody interview. I was watching on YouTube. Actually, I never seen the podcast before, and it was a young lady. I'm gonna tag her when I go look her stuff up. And she was actually saying that, right? Because she was saying how, like, at one point in time, like, she had viral hits, like, back to back. But she was like, what her manager and them was wanting her to sound like, she was like, in real life, it's not what she really wanted for herself, right? And so she was saying, like, I want to make this type of music. I want to make this type of music. But she was like, this is me. Y'all, like, I was kind of, even when I was watching her interview, I was thinking about, like, if y'all remember Let It Shine, right? And y'all remember Let It Shine?
It was
the Disney Channel movie.
That Disney movie, right?
Yeah, with Coco Jones.
Tyler James Williams.
I know she was in some movies. I never really. Oh, you look like her.
No.
Don't she look like her?
Give me.
Don't think I see you.
But no. And so, like, honestly, in the scene, Coco was like, I don't want to do this.
She said she wanted to do it.
She was like, basically, Coco was like, I don't want to wear this. Because, like, in the movie, they was having her with like, these, like, pop star outfits and stuff. And so she was saying, like, she went out, like, her original, like, her. And so, like, and mind you, like, the girl spoke about it on the podcast. And she was saying, like, her, like, she just want to be her. And so I be thinking about, like, life, right? Because, I'm going to go back to you. How, like, has it influenced? How has, like, everything that you done went through, like, influenced, like, your personal growth?
How everything I've been through influenced my personal growth?
Yeah.
Are you saying, like, in the music area? Like,
it can be
any.
Because,
I've basically, tell me that again. I got
Like, so how has like life as a whole really, like, like everything that you went through, like you took in, like, how has it influenced you, like, like your personal growth?
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we all know that life can either make you or break you, and people say that it's cliche, but it's really true. Like we getting into it then because I come from a family. I was my dad and mom. They was married. We was in a Baptist church. Everything was everything until life happened. My dad experienced some drug abuse. My mom was a hard-working woman. They didn't really get along like that. So eventually they had to let it go. They wanted it to work out, but it didn't work out that way. About 13 years old, that's when I got into music and really wanted to sing. I was singing since they said 6 years old, 4 years old, but I started to know that that's what I want to do. Long story short, when my father and my mom broke up, that kind of made me feel like, what is really going on? Is this how life really goes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one situation. Then eventually I got into domestic abuse situations, meaning I was looking for love in all the wrong places. Hanging with crowds that was okay to hang with, but I was still out there. I'm grown. I do what I want to do. Especially when your mom and daddy break up, you ain't got nobody really watching you like that. And I'm the oldest.
Wait,
I'm the oldest of two brothers.
Two brothers?
So yeah, I'm the only girl. And I was like, for real,
I'm the youngest. I'm the only girl.
you're the only girl. So man, and so basically, life didn't break me; it made me, and that's why I always try to keep God first because I grew up in church, so they say you'll always go back to what you know.
Yeah.
I went back to what I knew that worked.
Yeah.
I never strayed away so far that I couldn't get myself together. I always knew how to pray some type of way. I mean, I didn't know it exactly, Lord, Heavenly Father, but I just knew, okay, I gotta pray. But long story short, I will talk about that. So, long story short, it made me better.
Life
made me better, and it didn't break me. And that's why I'm so, even when I'm fearful, I'm fearless. Because people can't tell I'm fearful. Because I walk with God, and God right here with me. And He like, don't do this, you got this.
So
I don't need a Bible. She right here, like I'm next year. I know she's gonna pull out some scriptures. Oh my goodness,
Yes.
I needed that. I got
too much to tell y'all. I got so much to say in my music, y'all. I just can't wait till everything come together. Like I said, I'm just starting to write. So the next song I got coming out is called Tears of Therapy. And I wrote that song, and it's really dope. It's gonna get into it for real. Have you ever cried and you felt better?
That's what I'm proud about. But yes.
Okay. So have you ever held in so much stuff? Have you ever held in so much, right? And once you just that cry you didn't even expect to come.
Yeah, it just
let go. And then after that you just felt like a weight was lifted off you, even though you still know the situation happened or is happening.
You know what?
But you felt relief.
You know what? That's exactly what happened when I was in Florida. Because the night before I left, even the morning of when I left, a lot of stuff was going on in the most negative way. And, I'm a big believer that nothing good comes out without resistance or something happening where, you got to bounce back. And, just like you said, you just feel all this amped up energy. It's chaotic.
That's why you need to go down there because you need to.
Yeah. Come on.
Like, don't get me wrong. This was a planned event. Okay, I planned since last year. It just so happens when everything was going on, and then I'm a strong black woman. My mom raised me. My parents raised me. I'm a Jamaican. Like we don't cry.
Yeah.
Nah. Gee, as soon as I went to my grandmother's house, shout out to my grandmother for letting me stay at her place in Florida. And she has this house, a ranch, but in the back she literally has the acres where you can see the sun, the lake, and all that. So she has a beautiful view.
Grandma got some money.
So we need to be out there.
Grandma got some money.
And this is exactly what I pulled from what you said. It's something about quiet time with God. Because when you just unplug, put the phone away, put the music away, and you're just there with nature and God Himself.
I love nature.
And the only thing you can hear is just His voice.
It's like you can hear better, can't you?
And guess what? It comes over. I don't know if I teared up or cried or howled or wailed, whatever it may be. It had to get out. and I felt I was in a space, like I was in my own little church because it was just me and him having that. It was a long conversation to
And
the
it was
sunset,
needed.
and it was needed. And guess what? I woke up energized. I woke up early at sunrise. I surfed a little bit. I ran a little bit. Like it, it just goes back to how you were just mentioning that it's just
Ain't nothing but peace. Ain't nothing but peace.
exactly. Woo, chill. See, it's a Friday. I feel like I'm already been in
Nothing
church.
like peace, man.
All right, we need to do the
I'm
tithes.
about to
Or
pray.
don't need to.
He look like she cry about everything.
She will. Now.
Oh man.
Look, dropping them down. That's why she gonna be an actor too.
I do want to be acting one day. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, we definitely got to talk. You talking about how I've been acting? I've been in
So see now, you know, open another door. Okay, so
my bad.
so like looking ahead, like your music career, right? So I like, what are your main like aspirations like beyond music?
You said what is my aspiration beyond music?
Yeah.
I want to eventually, when I get older, I want to be a vocal teacher. I want to act. I want to direct some movies and some music videos. I want to be something like Tiana Taylor.
You know what? I think when I get the cooking show, right? I think we need to come on and do like a little vocal, like a little vocal training, during the cooking show.
Yeah, like, let's do some bass.
Let's do it.
Cause y'all wanna know, look, I'll be literally in the middle of the day, like trying to
fry that chicken.
what's the
Really?
Karen Clark Shear.
Oh yeah.
I be listening to her runs and stuff. Shout out to Big Zato. I be listening to her run stuff, and I be really trying to sit there and execute them. Like I'm going to get them done.
That's lit.
Get on.
Oh yeah. Man, look, so need some vocals for the show.
Oh, Monique,
Hello.
that's
man.
my VP. That's my VP, Big Zato.
Right. And
He
he
do
big
video.
Zato, not the little one.
Not the low.
But yeah, like I like try to do her runs and stuff. I'm ready for this gospel tour.
Ooh, sweet. Ain't they gonna be on a cruise or something?
No, they gonna be
I'm thinking about Tamla Man.
no, it's on the
I know
it's on the
Tamla Man and
it's Timla Man, Kiera, David, Ty Ribbit. I hope I said his name right.
oh yeah, they doing this sometime next year, June 2026.
They doing a cruise.
They doing a cruise tour, gospel cruise tour.
So what you gonna be on the water listening to them?
Yeah, it'll be on one listening. Yeah.
So you mean we are gonna be on the wire listening?
Well, I know I'm going. Cause
I
they
was like, that's dope. They going on the water now because that's more money.
Real quick
I don't know.
tangent. Because we got God everywhere, I want to send some prayers personally and some words to the employees of Wilma's. I just found out what happened.
Yeah.
And I low key cried. So Wilma's is like this old staple right by over by Wabash, barbecue anything. And
Oh, Wilma's barbecue.
Yeah.
I was just there like 3 weeks ago.
it burnt down. I want to say hi.
Oh my God, we was just there 3 weeks ago.
I was there a couple weeks ago
Oh, they
too.
food good.
I know.
So I just want to send some words of encouragement. I haven't heard that.
No,
no
nobody
one got
really
hurt.
knows.
Thankfully, because it's just like that was a staple. But also, those people who have been working there also been working there for a great amount of time. I'm talking like because it's a staple.
Yeah, I heard it's been for years.
Man, I was just trying for the first time. I had some barbecue turkey tips and some mac and cheese.
Oh, that's what you brought me.
Yeah, that's what I brought you. I brought you the red tips. Oh my God.
Y'all, we have to go on a commercial break and we will be back.
My hungry soul.
I got a headache. I'm hungry.
Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God.
Hey, I need a
It's downstairs.
It's just
When you see the underground, it's taking off. This ain't your regular radio station. This is the beat of Chicago. We bring you the underground keys, putting that fire. Keep it real, keep it raw, keep it underground. Tap it in and rock out with you. When you see the underground, we ain't just playing music, we make it move.
You hell, dog. She get what she say. I see. She is so hell for that. Oh shit.
I got
Oh, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. Watch me laugh.
I gotta learn.
Something like that. Maybe the boat is lit.
You're like giving so many different artists in my head. You're giving natural, right? Yeah, you're giving
I've heard some of Walker's Coco.
yes,
And I've heard
yes.
yeah, they say like, I'm sorry.
It just it's different between have it, how do you feel you like it,
You the shit.
Got me
You the shit, boo.
Got me together.
You the shit.
Different.
You the shit, boo.
It's different. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm running to the bathroom real quick.
Hey, Amina. Hey, y'all. Y'all up it's still up a lot.
No, I'm get out of bed.
When Joe said, Tim,
What she said? She said, damn.
they know she white. She don't know how.
I ain't never heard of it.
Yes, they know she's a white. But I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm
I'm glad thank you so much. It's because you're just being that's not a blessing. Like I said, just say how you feel. In case somebody doesn't decide to say, are you okay? Are you really fine? I mean, you know,
I
it's
used
okay
to
to feel low.
because you know what?
It's all right that you don't want to smile. You don't need to explain bad moments away. We all get them and get through them.
Oh well.
Don't forget that even the darkest
It's a awakening.
it will rise eventually.
Yeah,
Most likely, you'll feel the corner of the mouth naturally rise, and you'll know that it's real because everybody will be able to see it in your eyes. But still, then, I should call and check on you because I was thinking of you, and I wanted to make
see, I'm like, it looks pure. I don't know if it's really pure. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But it looks like.
Look, like I said, I got that one. I just hop over
So
to
your mom's Jamaican or you both your parents?
So like my mom was born in Jamaica, raised in England.
Okay.
And my dad was
I
born
can
in
hear
England.
England.
You can hear my accent coming
Yeah.
out. Yes. My dad was born in England, raised in Jamaica, went back.
Okay.
They both got together, came to the States. Got married, came to the States. My older brother was born in '88. Then me and my twin, I'm a twin by the way.
Oh, you a twin?
Hey, twin!
Him and his brother sound just like. I was like, oh. Amina, you a Libra too?
Libra gang. Libra gang.
I should know. We hustle bad. Just bad.
That's the only thing we don't have.
Yeah. And we love to knock out guns. And it's like an adrenaline.
It's good. Especially when it's like you love something. Yeah. And people may not like it. It's just that adrenaline. It's like, you know what?
I don't care for real. I'm just getting there, bro. Like I ain't been in that.
It took me a long time to get there, though. You know. Let's do this. Huh? We can do something tonight. You want to do something tonight? I don't care. What we doing tonight? Today is B's birthday. Ain't no mic on. Check your mic. Oh.
Settings. Check the audio. Make sure you're on roll.
See, here's the thing. I'm around.
Broadcasting.
I'm around people around.
Like the speaker is on broadcast.
That's pretty
No, they can't hold me down. Yeah. No, they can't hold me. Metamorphosis, a new embryo. They all speak a new life, that's what I've been waiting for. Check the weather, baby, cause you gon' fill my store. I'm high like saunas and I'm guaranteed to keep you warm. So many plastic things, I stick to positivity. I can see the hate on you, keep close to all my enemies. Don't forget myself, all ain't missing out on no sleep. Following me on my IG's the only way you can keep up to me. All of these strangers, I'm feeling strange. Like, stop trying to make me hold on to pain. I'm feeling shallow. I find my battle. I'm on a roll now. No, they can't hold me down. No, they can't hold me down. You gotta watch my attitude. When people can't deal, get so annoyed and I can't express how I feel. Only spit shit like myself, we gon' call it real. It's that fire in my throat, that shit that burn out steel. You could drive it right, so I took the wheel. Say trap. Baby, when I'm with you, all I wanna do is just kiss you. It's like I'm on cloud nine, wrapped up in your love like we're entwined. Sexual healing, touching and feeling, boy, you're a whole vibe. I don't think you know what you do to me. You make me feel like no other. Out in the open, don't care who sees us. And it's killing me when you leave me. One thing for sure, you gotta know. Be your partner in crime like Bonnie and Clyde. We shut the whole city down. It's giving loyalty, baby. You come for me when no one is around. You're a one in a million. Them other niggas just typical. You hold the key to my heart. Don't fuck it up. Tell me what's up. You make me feel like out in the open. Don't care who sees us. And it's killing me. When you leave me, one thing's for sure, you gotta know. Make me feel like no one. I'm your queen, and you're my king. Show you what love is, baby. You want me. Where do you become clean?
We are back. Hey, baby, I think I heard some vocals. Can you teach me how to do that?
Oh, okay. Life away. You gotta just do a falsetto. Life.
It can't sound like that. You sound like that.
No.
Life. I can't do that. I can't do that.
You got it though.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna come up with a TikTok dance, y'all, for that, for Sounds of Love. We're gonna come up with something, and then the winner gonna get a prize. I also was doing a what you call it, a competition, I guess, or a prize for the buses TikTok, but I stopped. I just threw it to the side. I'm gonna bring it back up though and re-promote it and just get somebody
See, look, I'm
win $250.
I'm too low for that. I'm too low for those high notes. You know, I got this bass voice.
No, you don't.
Baby, look, it be nothing but
How my daddy on here, please.
Hey there. Hey. What's up, sir?
Bye. Oh my God.
I gotta ask though.
Yes, what's going on?
How, like, the vocals? Oh my God! Like, when I say I love rock vocals, I just love them. So, how is it like preserving like your voice?
Oh, I'm gonna try to make this as short as possible. Okay, so I had crazy thing. I gotta say this to get to that. I had a septoplasty surgery done. If anybody know what septo is, it's because either you have had a fracture or your nose was just made funny anyhow when you grew up. Long story short, I caught a fracture. I did tell you guys I was a domestic violence survivor. I survived.
Come on now.
And I didn't know that my nose was messed up, and they said that you're breathing out of your mouth, and I've been doing it for 2 years. This was like 4 years ago. Wow. And I just had to get a surgery done 2 years ago. And so sometimes my sinuses is the worst, so I have to like not talk so loud. I can't really like be around a lot of people too long because my throat starts to bother me. Yeah. Anybody that sing though, you have to take care of your voice. Like I keep lozenges in my purse. You got to just like drink plenty of water.
So you mean to tell me, because
you can't be screaming all the time.
I got bad
screaming all the time. Yeah, sinuses and allergies, and do you know Chicago got that dry weather?
Yeah.
It messes with our immune system.
So, you know, I think about the singers that like ground and like wall a lot. I be actually wondering like how they be doing, like, you know, how they able to do it over and over and over. And like not mess up no type of vocal.
But it comes with also you have to warm up your voice before you sing. I didn't know that at first. I used to just sing because I come from church. I thought we can just do it because if I'm doing it, I can do it anyhow.
They say get up
but you have to warm your voice up. You cannot just bust out and sing, or you're gonna mess up your vocal folds.
So you mean to tell me if I get my because I got bad allergies. So if I get my sinuses under control, you know, so you mean to tell me if I can get my sinuses under control and then my allergies, I can actually pull off a note?
Let's drop an album.
You can. Let me hear you just sing one note.
Absolutely not. Oh my god!
But yeah,
Look,
it's definitely with that.
What about off mic? You know, like I'm too shy.
Fully
You
off
know,
mic.
That's cool.
my shower mic, you know, is way better. You know,
But I
karaoke
know
mic.
you.
You know.
I heard you open mic.
Oh, yeah, that's a different story.
Okay.
That's why spoken words a whole thing.
But yeah, you just gotta take care of your voice. You gotta warm up. You gotta not talk so loud. Do not argue with people because it damages your vocal folds. You can't be around people that smoke cigarettes.
I be asking about that because like in the clubs and stuff when people sing, like I was watching Escape performance this morning, and like Candy, she was saying that like the smoke was bothering her because a lot of people like Candy can't sing, but my girl can sing. They finna get off her. She can sing.
She got her way of singing.
Her distinct tone, like T-Bob.
It's her way. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I love singers that like just
unique.
Yeah, so I guess my quick question would be, how would you quickly explain how does warming up your vocals even look like?
It's doing lip trills, it's doing sirens, doing all that. It's going up the stairs. Like when I'm at work, if you notice my videos, I do vocal exercises by going up the stairs for cardio and just singing. To see how I can keep on the same notes that I need to stay on, I do vocal control a lot with the stairs and singing.
What's up? So look, this singing career is a sport. Okay,
it is a sport.
And she a pro. Okay,
I ain't a pro yet, but
you might as well
remove that. Okay. I'm gonna give you my flowers. But I do got more work to do.
We all
That's how you stay humble. You know,
it's look. You want to listen?
Oh, here we go. What I say? Come on. What you want to say, sir?
I understand being humble, right? Yeah. I'm always humble, but also there's a thing called power of words.
Oh yeah.
So when you speak what you're going to be, you are.
That's true. That's
true. Yeah, but
that's crazy because I already know I am going to be it. Yeah. I just don't say it all the time.
Yeah, of course. But there's between being cocky and confident.
Yeah.
I'm not cocky. I'm just confident. Because I already know what the trajectory of what my lifestyle is going to be and what I'm going to do. Yeah. So the part, I get it. But no, trust me, I do. But here's the thing, though. Because you already mentioned how when you introduce yourself, you're like, you've been doing this professionally. Yeah. So it's not like you're professionally yet. You are
working on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know,
you never get too old to not learn new things.
Of course,
I get what you're saying.
Of course,
like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I had to kind of learn how to throw a pitch, right, in a way for me, because I feel like I had got invited to the Emmy Awards and I did the red carpet and stuff, and I was like, people was asking like who I was, and I know for me, I had to get out of the I'm this, I'm that. And it's like, no, my name is Joseph Johnson, but I go by Joe Mirage on air. I am a leasing agent, the creative, director. I told them that I'm a podcaster, radio personality. I was like, I'm all of the above.
You are.
And like, he was like, oh, I like you. And I'm like, I'm glad you do. I was shaking in my boots because, like, that was my first time ever being in the room with probably
people like
like 200 or 300 plus executives and CEOs, because you'd be like, because technically I am a CEO. It's my own business. The Joe Show as a whole is like a business. You know what I'm saying? And so I'd be thinking about that. I'd be like, around here a lot of them say my head too big because I don't let people
big enough.
I don't let people
theirs aren't big enough.
Like I
won't let nobody dim my light though.
Yeah.
I don't play.
No.
But I'm always like saying, oh, I got more to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I always say it's more.
I stop and give myself grace. But I'm definitely like, I got better to do.
But you want to know something that I do know that I've been like trying. You know how we was talking about like turn our phone off at night.
Oh yes. Do not disturb at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I think with me is that I'm trying to start getting my head to stop. The same word, spiraling, because when I'm not, I'll be honest with you, I could be at home watching Netflix, right? Something in my mind going about the Joe Show. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I don't think that not out of the 24 hours of the day, even when I'm asleep, I'm still dreaming about the Joe Show. That's crazy. I'm still dreaming about something that I want to do. And
because you're a visionary by heart.
And that's how I am too, because I know it's like we never stop working.
Exactly.
In my head, I'm like, okay, I got to do this. I know. What about this song? Yeah. So I
Yeah, like that's one thing that I know that I want to actually like work on though, because I noticed that you can burn yourself and you can overwork yourself, and sometimes you won't be able to do any. Like, look,
I felt that.
Cause I be thinking about that. I be like, dang, what if I overwork myself? My body shut down, and it's like, no, I don't have.
Well, first off, be careful with the words you speak, because you are and will be what
that
you
is
say.
true. But my body, I did overwork myself when I first got here.
Oh yeah, well,
like, I don't know.
What experience? Yeah,
I don't know if y'all like if people witness. Like, I know when I dropped my videos, like back to back, 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 back to back. It was like, Lord, I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm tired because y'all know. I think like my first like podcast in Chicago, I was recording. I think I recorded a lot of them in one day.
Yeah.
What? How many was I doing?
Working overtime.
Four or five.
You was working overtime.
It was like, you know how those old school cartoons, they be like running super fast
on autopilot.
Yeah, he was. It's like
constant
in the room. It was like,
sit down.
Love.
Yeah, yeah. I get like that sometimes too. That's why I'm like, just shut my man off. And when I shut my man off, I gotta watch something funny on TV to throw me off of business.
Yeah, you find your reset. What I be watching?
What you watch?
I be watching the president movies. So like I watch the president. You know, like I watch Madam Secretary.
Like look, I be watching Scandal. I rewatch Scandal. So
I think I forgot the other movie.
Sorry, I'm a little toxic.
The Designated Survivor. I be watching that.
Okay.
Yeah, when I'm at home, that's what I
like Kings and Queens.
Yeah,
I watch that because it shows me that even a person not my color, they still go through the same things in life, and they're funny. You know what I'm saying? And they're just like, it's like reality TV, but it's a sitcom. So yeah,
I mean, look,
they funny as heck.
When in doubt. Not saying that my life's never ever a shambles, never is. But you know, we always have our own little vices, you know. When it comes to like, you know, relationship trauma, I always like something that's, you know, reminds me of something that's worse than what I'm dealing with, and usually it's Jersey Shore. And
oh my God.
Jersey Shore. When it comes to like friends drama, back to Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Or if I'm dealing with something that's serious, I go something that's stupidly comical, like, you know, American Dad, Family Guy.
Oh yeah, American Dad.
When I'm feeling like, you know, not so inspired, I look at nothing but anime, you know. So it's just like we all have our own little vices of what we have to do, which is called a reset. Yeah, you know,
especially when you can't just
find out that reset is hard. Yeah.
So you gotta fast forward.
Hey, look, I'm not saying I'm not naive that people don't have those opportunities to, you know, go out to, you know, places and countries and or just travel, but find whatever works for you to just literally unplug and reset, because like as a creative too, we always are, you know, those juices are always flowing. Things may not work out, and you're just like, hey, I need to keep going, otherwise I actually don't know how to stop. And then when you stop, you actually burn out. Yeah. And you're not trying to burn yourself out, but what's that middle ground between, you know, when you're E and then burnout? Because you could be on E, but when you're burnout, you ain't doing anything. Nothing. I'm talking, you're not eating, you're not drinking,
in anything.
You're not interested in anything, and that's what leads to depression. So that's why it comes back to really, it's all back to what the whole point is just really being aware of your own vices when it comes to your own mental health.
Yeah, that's true.
Because everyone has their own vices of, like, you know, what helps them cope and all that stuff. And, you know, I'm proud to say, not saying like, you know, I drink, I smoke, or whatever the case may be, like occasionally, but because of that reset and all the stuff that I was going through, I have not even touched anything. Exactly. You know, it's not like I wanted to. Granted, like there's been events where I'm like, I could, I wanted to. It's just never been like, it's like, nah. I'm eating mangoes for 72 hours. You know, I'm eating Jamaican, like real Jamaican food for 72 hours. I don't need that puff. Yeah. Now, granted, it's good. Why need it? But I want a glass of champagne or wine. You know, I'm a classy Libra. You know, but
I don't have to really do nothing other than eat.
That just goes back to mental health.
So y'all, before y'all know, because I gotta get up out of here for this next person's show coming up. Yeah. Can you let us know what else can we expect from you?
Okay, so like I was telling y'all, the best domestic violence situations. I'm gonna talk about that. My next single will be out called Tears of Therapy. Hopefully, we're looking for like June for it to come out. I do have an official website. You can check out like things up and coming from me. www.moniquethesinger.com. I'm thinking about doing like a vlogging of Monique hanging with Monique, like maybe like once a week, not every day.
I like it.
Yeah. So I got a few things I got planned. I don't know what's really next after that. I do have a show coming up at Baseline, May the 15th.
Okay.
And I will be performing this guy named Just Soul. Have you ever heard of him?
Yes,
Just Soul.
yeah.
He will be headlining, and I am opening up for him.
That's
Shout out to
awesome.
Just Soul.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
Just
Dex
Soul.
Millions, and all their team as well. Then I got nominated with Born Rich Forever Grateful Awards. I did get nominated for Female Artist of the Year.
Period.
That was a blessing. And then also I'm going to Atlanta May 16th, 17th, and the 18th. They have an awards May 17th, and I'm nominated in 2 categories: Midwestern Artist of the Year and Spotlight Artist on the Rise.
Come on.
So they shout me all the way from Atlanta to Chicago. I'm going down there and a vacation as well. So yeah,
she ready for that reset. Okay,
it's been a lot going on, and I'm just grateful.
It's the fact that we was at the award show, and I don't know how we did not bump it. I think I was out of it.
Wait. Everyone talking to everybody.
Which
award show? Born Rich Forever Grateful.
When we were sitting in the front.
You was there?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, we was in the front. Wait, look.
Well, I don't know you've been there till now, but yeah.
Hey, look.
What y'all was doing?
I was a mess.
I was everywhere.
He was everywhere. I was a flat out mess.
I seen you a couple of times. I tried to get your attention.
I'm sorry.
You was talking.
Cause look, my whole team.
He's a celebrity.
My whole team was there.
That day I seen that you was a celebrity. I said, yeah.
Look, we would spread it out. Like when I say my whole team was spread it out, we would spread it out.
Yeah.
Literally. And like, I mean, it was.
Y'all went at a table? They had some tables.
No, we didn't get a table. So I just sat in the front row.
Okay.
I ain't a lot.
He had a seat. I
You
had
was
to
up
fight
there
for
with
my
Jamaican
seat.
Blazing?
Nah, I was next to Lizette, Puncho Biggs, his manager.
Okay, great manager, all that stuff.
Yeah.
He got a seat. I had to ask for my seat. I played for
Girl.
Shout out to Zeta for giving me his seat.
But I do look forward to like everything that you have coming.
Facts.
You know, I wish I could come to your performance in Baseline, but I'll be at the BET Experience.
Oh,
so
get into it.
Yeah, I'm going, boo. I'm gonna go.
That's what's up.
I made my mind up. I'm gonna go.
Wow, that's what's up.
I'm gonna go. So yeah, I'll be at the BET
Well,
Experience.
since you be over there, I'm gonna be over at Baseline getting lit.
Okay. When you gonna be at Baseline?
Where you perform?
You gonna come?
Of course.
Please be there. I'm gonna be looking for you too.
That's fine.
May the 15th.
Look,
Come give me your number.
Come find me. Shoot, catch me outside. How about that?
but I thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Joe. I appreciate it. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Sar.
Oh, of course, with me. I'm just look. We locked in. So
Yeah.
we locked in.
All right, y'all. It's a wrap.
Nice to meet you.
Not worry about what people say. It's all about me. It's all about me. Not worry about what people say. It's all about me. It's all about me. It's going so big. Soon they be wondering, it's all me. It's all me. God first. Nobody can take what's mine. I got the upper hand. It's all me. It's all me. Living every day. No worry about what people say. It's all about me. It's all about me. Oh, it's all about me.
WindyCityUnderground.com, Your music, your station.